But have no fear, because on his way was everyone's favourite anti-British wet, Keir Starmer. He was backed up, of course, by the walking A-level politics essay known as DVLA. Perhaps that is a little harsh on sixth formers, I take it back. They keenly took up the negotiations, and within only 4 months they announced complete capitulation. The formal treaty is yet to be signed in 2025, but Britain will now give up everything except the base on Diego Garcia. We will be able to keep it for 99 years, until 2123. Keeping the facility was deemed to be some sort of great achievement by Labour, which shows how far British power has fallen. Not only have we surrendered territory, but we've agreed to pay Mauritius for the privilege, sending them annual sums of money and pledging to invest in infrastructure projects. It's like getting ripped off when selling your classic car, then making sure you give Boise a full tank of petrol and a thorough valet service. Lammy also declared that because the Americans are happy, and specifically because Joe Biden is impressed, this shows the negotiations have been a success. Firstly, Biden hates the British, and his judgment is dodgy at the best of times. Secondly, why wouldn't the US be happy? They've got everything they wanted, and have plenty of overseas territory around the world. Everyone is pleased except patriotic Brits and the Chagossians themselves. China, cosy with the Mauritian government, will be the ones really laughing. Since 1972, they have had a strong relationship, with a free trade agreement since 2019, and major Chinese investments, including a $200 million loan for Mauritius to build a new airport terminal. Mauritius is an ideal gateway into Africa for the rising world power. Lammy, of course, has a chip on his shoulder about British colonialism, and this informs his every move. Everything is an excuse to talk about being black and being the descendant of slaves. We get it, Dave. It's his dream come true to be able to dismantle what remains of our former empire. Like Starmer, he is also a lawyer, with a deference to anything international law and rule-based. This is why the pair are so pro-EU, why they refuse to assert themselves against the ECHR, and why a withering look from the ICJ will snap them into compliance. The question, inevitably, is whether other territories will now sense blood in the water and move to break away. Perhaps countries with claims to those outposts, however tenuous, will try to expand their landmass. Labour do have form on this. In 2002, there was a plan, under Blair's Labour government, for Britain and Spain to share sovereignty of Gibraltar. This was most unpopular on the island, with crowds reportedly shouting Judas at Jack Straw when he visited. Incensed, the Gibraltar government held an advisory referendum, and the notion was roundly rejected. It has just been announced that the man who helped negotiate the Chagos deal, Jonathan Powell, former Chief of Staff to Blair, is going to be Starmer's national security advisor. It has not been a good start to his tenure to give away strategically important territory to a Chinese-backed nation. Apart from the Chagos Islands, there are 13 other territories that make up what remains of our once great empire. Anguilla, Bermuda, British Antarctic Territory, British Virgin Islands, Cayman Islands, 2 sovereign bases on Cyprus, Falkland Islands, Gibraltar, Montserrat, Pitcairn, St Helena, Ascension and Tristan da Cunha, South Georgia and the South Sandwich Islands, Turks and Caicos Islands. How secure are they under the lefty lawyers?